I guess I know
Who's on my mind?
right.
Who's on my mind?
I feel that. I am Dave Aranda and Dave Aranda is me.
We're off the rails already. Zach,
Thank you. Thank you.
kind of a mess here. 55-28 was the final score. Utah ran all over Baylor. Ran all over Baylor.
All over Baylor.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of long, long touchdowns. I mean, we knew this Baylor defense had the ability to get gashed, and they got gashed.
Yeah, I mean, it was kind of what we expected from this game. Utah coming in as the number 3 rushing offense in the country. Baylor coming in as one of the worst rushing defenses in the country.
Mm-hmm.
And it kind of played out like you expected. But to do it the way Utah did it,
Mm-hmm.
with 3 of their 7 offensive touchdowns were 60 or more yards. And then they had a pick 6 that was another 60 plus yard touchdown. So, I mean, it was just kind of more of the same from the Baylor defense that just really, aside from the UCF game, which is still an outlier, just has not been able to stop a bloody nose and, you know, just more of the same. And Utah is a really good team. They have got a really good line and they do a lot of really unique things that just kind of threw Baylor in the spin cycle and they could never recover.
Right. I mean, to me, it's an embarrassing effort for Baylor's defense. Like you said, the results kind of what we expected, but I think I would have expected a lot more extended drives. Not quite as many explosive plays.
Right.
And you got, like you said, 3 of them on offense, and then the pick 6. I wrote that that play proved that nobody on Baylor's offense can tackle either. I mean, like, I mean, the tackling issues are just atrocious. Um, and then, to me, the ugly got uglier in the fourth quarter with, emotions bubbling over. And, I think Utah talks a little bit. I think they talk some junk, but
Well, when you put up a 50 burger,
exactly,
you can kind of,
and I mean, you have to just wear it,
yeah.
or do something about it on the field. But, yeah, I mean, you can't have guys swiping at each other and getting unsportsmanlike and getting tossed from the
Right.
game. I mean, and to Baylor's credit, we really haven't seen a lot of that this year, but maybe this is a sign of the end is near.
I mean, the end of the season is near, certainly, but like, it seems like after every single disappointing, embarrassing loss that we've heard, kind of the same thing, angry, frustrated, disappointed, all of this, like there was I don't want to say there was some hope, there was a path, but like if this feels different, right? This feels different, not just the way that it happened and kind of the beat down that Utah really put on Baylor. This feels different than Cincinnati or TCU or Arizona State. Like it's just, I don't know.
Yeah, and I don't want to say the perplexing thing because it's not really that perplexing. But it comes off of your best game of the year. And you had 2 weeks to prepare for this one. But I just think it shows that the UCF game was fool's gold,
Right.
Against a not very good team, and I mean, you said it to me at one point. This team is just so bipolar,
Just
and bipolar is how you get to 5-7, 6-6. I mean, which they might be lucky to get to 6-6.
I mean, and you think after Sawyer-Robertson started the way he did, that kind of felt like 6-6 would be a massive failure, and now it feels like 6-6 would be a massive success. But it's just how things change so quickly, and I can't not. I have to put a little of this on Sawyer too today.
He was not good.
He was from the jump. He was kind of off. He only completed 2 of his first 9 passes, and one of those was for negative yardage. And really, it felt like they were leaning on him to throw the ball a lot, and he threw it for 58 times, which is a career high. And Josh Cameron had a career day just because Sawyer was throwing it so much. But I think Sawyer, I don't know, some decisions were a little questionable, and I think
Accuracy was way off.
you really, this was the first time I really started to see maybe some frustrations boil over, like you mentioned in the fourth quarter. But I think that they were pressing today. It felt like more than they ever have before this season.
Matt Mosley said to me after the game, he said we could get to the end of the season and Sawyer might lead the country in total yards. And it really won't matter.
Right.
Which is kind of sad.
It is.
But yeah, I mean, I think one of the reasons that he is so high up on all the passing charts is because Baylor has found itself behind in a lot of games, and they've had to pass, and Sawyer's good. Don't get me wrong;
Right.
He's a good college quarterback, very good. But he was not good today, and he needs more help. Obviously we've talked ad nauseum, but the O-line has not been a strength this year. Receivers are good. Running game has been kind of hit and miss. And then I mean, it like the defense. The defense is worse, but
Hard to get worse than that.
But the whole team is just inconsistent.
Right. And you can't. There's only so much you can do in terms of like Dave has said so many times, like, we need to fix this, or this is on me, and like we need to, and Josh Cameron has said it, and Sawyer-Robertson has said it, and Keaton Thomas has said it, and Devin Bobby has said it. Like, there's only so much talk before it's like you just kind of are what you are. And like this is an inconsistent team that with 2 games left in the season, I do not think is going to find any consistency magically over the next 2 games.
No.
So I think there's a decent shot they win next week in Arizona and get to a bowl game. But Arizona just went to Cincinnati, where Baylor got blown out and beat Cincinnati today. So
yeah, I don't actually expect them to win at Arizona. I think their best hope might be beating Houston here, but we'll see. I think 5-7 is very much in play. And I'm the columnist, you're the beat writer, so I'll have the strong opinion right now. But like, I've already said that Dave Aranda has done enough to get fired, but you're in a really weird situation right now as an athletic program, with your athletic director on a leave of absence for 4 weeks at least.
Yeah.
And so I think that really paints you in a corner in terms of what you can do.
Who has the authority?
Yeah, who has the authority to fire him? I mean, I would say Linda Livingstone absolutely has the authority. Will Linda do that? I don't know. And it's a busy coaching cycle with a lot of teams that are going to need to fill, head coaching spots. Where does Baylor stack up in that group?
For me, they're near the bottom, frankly.
Yeah.
If you're looking at all the SEC schools, I would even put UCLA above them just because they're in the Big Ten. And, I still think Southern California is a good recruiting base. But, I think Baylor, with some of the limitations that it has, it's expensive to go to all of this. And I do think that Baylor is on the bottom end of the coaching search. And and there's probably going to be more that open.
Right.
So it's going to be even further.
Yeah, I said in my column, they might be lucky to have the 10th overall draft pick in that draft.
But I could probably make the argument that the 10th overall draft pick would sell more tickets to McLane Stadium than Dave Aranda.
Absolutely. I think this fan base, the ones that have stuck around are angry. And more than that, most of them haven't stuck around. Right. They've just sort of checked out months ago. And so, yeah, can you really run it back with Aranda next year? It's the $1 million. It's a more than $1 million question. Yeah. It's a big number question, because he's got a really good recruiting class coming in. You got no AD to fire him. All those things we just talked about. But would there be anybody here to watch the team next year if he's here?
I don't know. Maybe they'll more shirtless guys in the upper deck, just like waving their shirts.
Yeah, but even by the end, a lot of the shirtless guys had left.
I mean, and like, I don't know, that was cool. The energy was clearly very different when that happened.
Mm-hmm.
But that is your fan base laughing at you, because that is meant to be, that is like a meme at this point. It's like, we're so bad, let's all go take our shirts off and wave them around because that's all we got to cheer about.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's sad that was the most electric atmosphere of the season. Right. Was a bunch of shirtless dudes that are, I mean, honestly, they were trying.
They were
trying, and
it kind of worked.
It kind of worked.
Baylor scores that touchdown at the end of the first half.
28-17 at one point, and you're feeling like, okay, you know,
get up to 8 points in the second.
Right. But then Baylor's going to Baylor,
and Baylor's going to Baylor,
and you know, we get what we get. So enjoy sunny Arizona next week. I'm not going to go with you.
I don't blame you.
Yeah, I'll stay here, watch basketball or volleyball or something else.
Yeah, I might be the only Baylor. It might be me and Dave Aranda. That's about it.
All right, see y'all.